The first ever Easter egg appeared in the 1979 game called Adventure. This game was published by Atari. It was made by a developer named Warren Robinett. Back then, Atari didn't allow developers to put their names into the games. So what did Robinett decide to do? He decided to sneak his name into a secret part of the game. He did this by hitting a secret pixel and using it to enter a secret room. When players enter this room, they could see a message saying created by Warren Robinett. To find this Easter egg, you'll need to find the gray dot. Basically, in the game, you control a square character on a quest to find a magic chalice and bring it back to the Golden Castle. To find the Easter egg, you first need to locate a hidden object called the gray dot, which is invisible and hidden in the Black Castle's catacombs. Once you have the gray dot, take it to a certain screen in the game that looks like an ordinary wall. When you place the gray dot in the right spot, you can move through what seems like a solid wall and enter a hidden room. Inside the secret room, you'll see the message created by Warren Robinett flashing on the screen. In the 2009 Batman Arkham Asylum game, there's a cool Easter egg that hints at its sequel called Batman Arkham City. It's a hidden room with blueprints and plans, showing how Arkham Asylum will expand into Arkham City. To find this Easter egg, you'll need to find the secret room first. This room is in Warden Quincy Sharp's office. You can get to this office during the game, but the hidden room isn't obvious and takes some effort to find. The room is behind a wall that can be destroyed, but it doesn't look like it. Unlike other breakable walls in the game, this one has no cracks or signs that it can be broken, making it really well hidden. To get in, you need to use Batman's explosive gel. Put the gel on the normal looking wall in Warden Sharp's office and blow it up to reveal the hidden room. Once you're inside, you'll see blueprints and plans on the walls and tables. These show the future construction of Arkham Asylum turning into Arkham City, giving an early hint about the setting for the next game. In the 2007 game Halo 3, there's a famous Easter egg that can only be seen on December 25th, or by changing your console's day to that day. It was put there by one of the developers, Adrian Perez. You'll find this Easter egg on the Halo 3 loading screen. When you start the game on Christmas Day, the loading screen will change to a special version. When the game's loading, you'll see the Halo ring spinning as normal. If you press both thumbsticks down during the loading screen, the camera zooms out and shows a hidden message on the ring. The message says, "Happy birthday, Lauren." This was a personal message from Adrian Perez to his wife on her birthday. This Easter egg is a fun and personal touch from a developer, showing the kind of hidden surprises that makes games more enjoyable and intriguing. It highlights the creativity and thoughtfulness developers sometimes put into their games, giving players a memorable and delightful discovery. In The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, there's a little fun Easter egg where you can find a dwarf that looks a little bit too much like Tyrion Lannister, a famous character from Game of Thrones. First, you need to travel to Scaliche Isles and then sail to Prison Island. If you look at the map from top to bottom, you'll identify Prison Island to the left of Ardskelling and north of Unvik. You'll need to travel along the main road until you reach Ka'ar Hult, a fortress turned prison. Be prepared to combat before reaching the island, as you'll need to defeat some pirates before reaching the Easter egg. Fortunately, these enemies are only level 12. So as long as Geralt is at a higher level, you shouldn't have much trouble dispatching them all. After defeating them on the coast, head to the fortress courtyard and then enter the dungeon. Dispatch the pirates in your way, and after finding and defeating their leader, retrieve the key from a sack inside the cell where the leader was held. With the key in hand, unlock the adjacent cell. Enter it and notice a deceased dwarf who bears a resemblance to the Game of Thrones character, with the scar he gained after the Battle of the Blackwater when Stannis attempted to seize King's Landing. Walk up to the corpse and examine it. Geralt will say, "Sky cells, good idea for a prison without bars, too bad he couldn't fly." The term Sky cells refers to the 6th episode of the first season of the series, in which Tyrone is imprisoned in a similar cell. In this episode, the dwarf nearly falls from the cliff due to the cell's slant, causing him to roll a bit during his sleep. In Call of Duty Black Ops 2, there's a well-known Easter egg called Nuketown Mannequin Secret. It involves a hidden sequence that triggers when specific conditions are met on the Nuketown 2025 multiplayer map. To activate the Easter egg, shoot off all the heads of the mannequins within a certain time frame at the start of the match. Once all the heads are shot off within the time limit, run to the console in the middle of the map. By interacting with a computer terminal, players can unlock and play classic Atari games like Zork and Adventure. In Borderlands 2, there's an Easter egg that hints at the popular game Minecraft. This Easter egg can be found in the Caustic Caverns area of the game. To find the secret area, head to the Caustic Caverns area, which is accessible after completing a certain point in the main story. Navigate through the caverns until you come across a hidden area called Minecraft. Upon entering this area, you'll find a collection of pixelated blocks and enemies that resemble creatures from Minecraft. There's also a small cave entrance that resembles the iconic blocky terrain of Minecraft. Exploring further, you might encounter creepers, which are hostile creatures from Minecraft along with other nods to the game's aesthetic. In Far Cry Primal, there's a cool Easter egg called Blood Dragon Cave, paying tribute to the standalone expansion Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. To find it, head to the northeastern part of the map, close to the Sagat Stone Circle. Look around until you spot a cave entrance hidden behind a waterfall. Step inside the cave, and you'll find yourself in a cavern full of glowing red crystals that remind you of Blood Dragon's style. As you explore, you'll stumble upon a big skeleton that looks like a blood dragon, the cybernetic dinosaur from Blood Dragon expansion. You might notice sounds or things that look like they're from Blood Dragon, scattered around the cave, making the connection even clearer. This Easter egg is a fun shout out to Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, adding an excitement element for players exploring the world of Far Cry Primal. It shows how creative the developers are and how they're happy to include references to other games in their own creations.